And welcome back to the channel, everybody. You read the title correctly. This channel has reached 500 subscribers, and well, cheers to you guys. Really appreciate it. So, what I'm going to do for this video, for the 500 subscriber special, we're going to look at a bunch of customs that I did. Pretty sure this is all of them, so let's get right into it. First one, we have a Matchbox K1500. This one came out this year, I think. Kind of has some play to it, like some suspension. Not too much. You can see the wheels can turn like kind of independently. It's not really complete, still kind of messed up. Painted the bed, cut off like the light bar looking thing. Left that tab there, which would definitely irritate n.e.o.d.a.t. I know he'd hate that. Hopefully he doesn't see that. Just joking, obviously. Here we have the shoebox. I wheel swapped this one to get it rolling again, and it does. Beautiful casting. Probably could have done some more details to it, but pretty much just wanted that one to roll again. Here we have one of the older ones I did, 1970 Plymouth Superbird, and this was a Mystery Models car, and it spent some time at the bottom of a fish tank with some catfish. As you see, it's got like some white weathering to it from the water. This was going to be like a weathered custom. I still need to do wheels for it. I lost the interior somehow, so now it just sits in my junkyard, overgrown, as you see. Here we have a square body Chevy, which don't critique my customs because I don't use the right paint. I already know this, so they don't come out very good. Nothing like Hewitt's Hot Wheels or other people. As you see, not the best. I could do so much better, but it's just for fun, you know. Parted together look looks very cool. Headlight and taillight details. Always try to do that. Very nice. Here we have an Evo that I played with when I was younger and got all sorts of muddy. As you see, I kind of carried on the rally look and didn't clean it up all the way. Wheel swapped it, so now it rolls again. It's a nice car. I like that one. Coming right here, we have a 3500 Chevy. Wheel swap this one to make sure it can roll again. As you see, the axle is way too long. Looks pretty crazy. But still a very cool little custom that I did. Here we have one that again I painted. Very lumpy looking paint, but still looks cool. This is a n.e.o.d.a.t Volkswagen bus. Kind of cool. It has the top part there like a sleeper cab or something. I need to wheel swap this one. It doesn't really roll too well, but headlight and taillight details. So pretty fun. Here's one that I did. This was a really popular video. I got this Mustang. It's a 1992 Mustang. I got this one for $0.25, and it was all sorts of rusty. Couldn't even roll, so I went ahead and wheel swapped it. Got it back to rollability. I left the body as it was. I liked the kind of weathered look to it. Turned out pretty cool. Here's another weathered one. This is the 1970 Chevelle SS wagon. Completely weathered this one up. It was already pretty play-worn. I scraped all the chrome, or the shininess off of the rims. This one just sits in my junkyard or my monster truck diorama. A very cool one there. And here's one that it was kind of like a failed custom attempt here. This is, of course, the Audi Quattro. I wanted to take off the tampos, at least the side ones, not the Quattro logo. And I ended up going all the way down to the white paint and taking that off too, so I just made it another weathered custom, as you see, which turned out pretty cool. I could have added some taillight details, but since it was failed, I kind of left it as it was. Here we have the 1970 Dodge Power Wagon. As you see, I painted the body and the shocks. Wheel swapped it because I cannot stand the painted beadlocks and muddy tire look. A little critical on that, but I just can't stand it. Painted in the headlights, in the interior, left those red, but I painted the dash and everything. Taillights, and the bed. Painted the tab that time. Here's the first one I ever did. The Nissan Junior Matchbox truck. I think it's a 62. Yep, 1962. Weathered. I jacked up the back a little bit and cut out the bed. I was racing this whenever I did a lot more racing on my channel. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But this turned out great. I mean, look, it looks like it's just been sitting in a field or something. I mean, it'd be a lot more rusty, which I'm not good with adding rusty effects to anything just yet. But super cool, turned out great, like that one. And here is a 2018 Mustang, I think. Yep, Ford Mustang GT. This was the one with the Borla livery on it. Found it at the thrift store. I wheel swapped it and painted it red. Added some headlight and taillight details. And if you're interested in seeing like step by step with this stuff, I got tons of videos of doing customs. So trying to think of what the most recent one I did was, but it's up there. Here's a Mazda Miata, which as you see how crappy the paint turned out on this one. Not very happy with how this one turned out, but it was fun to do, so I'll probably dunk it back in the stripper at some point and redo it again, but painting underneath the wing was especially hard. But still pretty cool. So let's get into the carded stuff here, because I got tons in the card that I did. Here is the custom 2018 Ford Mustang GT, the Joey Logano car. I did this one in pink. It's supposed to represent the Pink Pig, which is a Porsche race car. It has like little dots dividing, like, you know, the fender, the door, things like that, to represent different cuts of a pig. If you partake in eating pig, that is. Pretty cool little design. I didn't put the lines on it, but that's what that one was supposed to represent. Here is the 1955 Bel Air Gasser. Love this Chevy. And I didn't change anything up. All I did was paint headlight and taillight details. I painted the interior, so I did change that. You got red bucket seats in there, painted the dash. It's got a blue and black paint mixture, which you can kind of see in the light there. Again, nothing like Hewitt's Hot Wheels does. Shout out to him, because he does some amazing customs. Same with the Customizer diecast and so many more. I can't even name all of them. But it's just fun to do, so I enjoy it a lot. Here is the 1970 Dodge Hemi Challenger. This was from that spring 2021 set. I got two vehicles from this set that I customized. Check that out. It's got plum crazy purple on there, headlight details and tail light. Painted the dash and the steering wheel. So that turned out pretty cool. I was happy with that one also. Next one I'm really happy with. The next couple I'm happy with. I really don't get disappointed in my work too much, but sometimes I critique it. Of course, the 1985 Honda CRX. This was the white turbo variation. Got blue headlights, which looks super cool, and the taillight details, and it's in like a purplish pink looking color. Very cool, like that one. 1964 Nova Wagon Gasser, all parted together, kind of like that square body right there. Love it. Very cool. Happy with how that one turned out as well. I painted the seats and stuff in there. It's kind of hard to see through the blister, but I did that also. Here is the Nissan Fairlady Z, also from the 2021 spring set, which all the card work has that on there for some reason. It'd be cool to see different cars on each one, but they chose not to. I did this one in white with the tail light and headlight details. This one turned out pretty good. I like the orange lines on it. Looks super cool. Here is the big old Sandblaster. This is a Ford Raptor, if you didn't know. It says Ford right there across the front. Tried my best to paint in the details of the logo. It's pretty hard. Painted the back in there. Check that out. Did pretty good with that. Big old dune ripping truck. Mud truck, whatever you'd want to use it for. Very nice. Did the shocks too. You can see those are red. Very cool. Last two. Moving on here. We have the 1992 BMW M3. This was, of course, the Polizia vehicle. And I went ahead and wheel swapped it. Painted it blue. Taillight details came out really good on this one. Headlight details, not so much. Kind of splotchy looking, but still a very cool custom. Again, art is art. Doesn't matter how good it is. And last but not least, we have the 1992 Ford Mustang with this weird, hideous looking, childlike vehicle. I know it's from the art cars, so it's supposed to look like that. Kind of like Joe from XLT Off-Road Bear. He always said about the not the Camaro, excuse me, the, well, what am I thinking here? The El Camino, there we go, it came to my mind. How you pretty much save it from itself. It was so hideously done up, the Art Cars series cars, that he changed it, blacked it out, and did some things to it. Check out Joe over at XLT Off-Road Bear, great guy. I saved this one from itself. I took off those crazy looking red wheels with the ugly rim that they've carried on with so many castings. Not a fan of that rim at all. So wheel swapped it with the same wheels that I used for that one and painted it black. Looks super cool. So I appreciate if you guys hung around for the 10.5-minute video so far. I really appreciate it. You guys have got the channel to a great point, and let's keep it going. Keep on going. Like and subscribe if you're not already. I appreciate it. Each and every one of you guys have helped this channel grow. Your nonstop support is awesome, and it's a huge part of my life, and it brings me a lot of joy. So let's keep it going. Like I said, support all the diecast channels you can. Everybody's been friendly and supportive in this group. I haven't met one bad person so far, so even if I did, hey, not everybody's kind in the world. So spread that kindness, spread that positivity, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Keep on collecting. I am out of here. Thank you guys again for 500 subs. Cheers.